Well, it is June and winter is most certainly upon us, but it hasn't stopped us getting outside to watch the construction of our fabulous new Science and Technology Centre, which has certainly taken off. The start of June also marks the Alice Sloan Walks of Life, and many of our girls, family members, community and collegians came together for this very special day and enjoyed their morning walk down to the bay. The winter weather does certainly not stop our students getting out and about. Our cross-country team for the Senior Division placed second and the Junior Division placed third, a gallant effort by all team members. We were also very proud to have two of our students, Ella and Steph, represented in the Melbourne International Equestrian Competition, an enormous privilege for these two riders. And May and June also saw the state finals for the aerobics and dance competition, where we had a total of 12 teams selected for the national championships on the warmer Gold Coast in August. Our intermediate hockey team was also victorious for the GSV competition, which we are exceptionally proud of. I am joined today by the Director of International Education and Boarding, Carolyn Day, who has a new program she launched this term to talk about.
Yeah, so the program was kind of thought up and the plan was hatched in the back of the taxi when we were stuck in Beijing traffic, and we decided it would be a really great thing to be able to get the day girls into the boarding life. So we decided to open the boarding house for a week to our Year 8 and our Year 9 students. You two were our first, so tell me, what was it like?
It was a really good experience to see what they did inside the boarding house and how their lives go each day.
Yeah, and what did you think?
Yeah, it was really good to see how different their life is to ours and their daily routines, because I'd never been inside the boarding house before we came, and yeah, it was really different to what I was expecting.
Awesome.
Can I ask what you learnt about yourself? Did you feel that you had to become more independent over the week?
I definitely pushed myself out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
I was a bit nervous coming into the boarding house, but once I got there, I guess I kind of just gave myself more confidence and became more confident in myself, because I realised that everyone here is friendly and is always happy to talk. So,
what about you?
Well, everyone's such a big family and you kind of feel part of that when you come in, because it's just relaxed and it feels a lot like home.
Yeah. Cool, that's wonderful. I think Carolyn would be very proud to hear you describe the boarding house in that way. Thank you so much, Carolyn, for the opportunity to many more girls still to come in our boarding house over the coming months. Our students travelled around the globe as they were part of a Model United Nations Assembly, and I'm joined today by Miss Chen, who is going to ask the students all about it.
Okay, so Annalise, tell me a little bit about what the Model United Nations is.
So the Modern United Nations is where students from different regions and schools come together to represent a country that they've chosen. So we're known as delegates, and we argue and debate about different issues in the world, and we are presented with resolutions that we get to either agree or disagree with, and it's just about sharing your ideas and opinions on these topics.
Wow, and so Eve and Mietta then, what states did you both choose to represent?
Well, Annalise and I were delegate partners.
Yeah.
We chose to go as Brazil. We chose this because we were really interested in Brazil's culture, and also with Brazil being an emerging BRIC state, we wanted to see what para in South America looked like and how it was represented, which we actually found it really interesting because the debates that we covered, which involved refugees and global warming and also looking at issues like disarmament of nuclear weapons in North Korea, was actually really interesting to see from a viewpoint that wasn't our own.
Yeah.
And the costumes were really fun as well.
Yeah. I would think so with Brazil.
And what about you, Eve?
Me and my partner, Alexia Kirchman, we were hungry, obviously, and it was really similar to what Mietta said. It was really fun to explore things from a country completely different to Australia, because that was the catch, is that everything you're arguing, it's not your personal view, it's the country's point of view. So it was really fun to do research about that, and by the end we were all sort of, Hungary had a particularly strong viewpoint on the refugees resolution. So then, we sort of joined forces with all these other countries, and we were writing each other notes like, are you guys voting for this, and trying to get everyone on your side. It was really fun. Yeah.
It's perfect. I feel like we maybe should send you in to do this for the real world as well, ladies. What did you find challenging during the experience?
Well, I thought it was a bit challenging sort of remembering that you're not talking for yourself, you're talking for the country. Yeah, that's what makes it really interesting.
What about you, Mia?
I think that with Mona, because it's such a big event and there's so many different ideas that are being thrown around the room, it's really important and it's really challenging to understand that you can be really prepared and have heaps of speeches written, but if you're not prepared to really adapt to the situation and to what people are saying and to cooperate, which is really what the foundations of the UN are built upon, it's really important to be able to adapt to what the situation's asking you to do.
Yeah, great.
Because your mind's like, throughout the whole day, your mind's constantly thinking and going, okay, where can we pick up on that? Like, they said this, like, what do you reckon? So it really develops your teamwork as well.
Yeah. Well, ladies, I think our politicians have a lot to learn from you, but also the growth you've been able to show in taking on those perspectives, I think is a skill you'll carry with you forever, so well done.
Thank you.
To finish off our term, our ELC students got rugged up in their dressing gowns and slippers and came in for a very special pyjama day. We wish you all a very happy winter holiday and look forward to seeing you in term 3.